immediate speed with vibrant service. Vibrant Broadband Internet.
All right, and here we go. It's 10:30, and what do we got?
We have Vibrant U.
Oh,
Well, thank you, Jeff. My name is Shane,
I'm Jane.
and it's fall, and it's hunting season. Actually,
boy.
a week ago, I was up north hunting. I went grouse hunting for about 6 days. That
What'd
was
you kill?
fun. I got one.
You did.
I got one. My brother got one. I shot several times, but missed,
Uh-oh.
of course. It's kind of hard to hit them in the leaves.
So I got the accurate picture from Shane.
You did.
It was smoking a cigar and drinking a beer.
Yeah.
So
Well, there's a lot of that
I
going
don't
on,
think
too.
I don't think those.
It wasn't hardcore.
We don't take it too seriously.
But it's having fun, right?
And of course, I'm a fantasy football fan, so I was able to watch the games up there in hunting camp, streaming on my cell phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
so
love
that's
it.
one of the advantages of streaming, of
Yeah.
course.
Mm-hmm.
And in a couple of weeks, we're going to be up there deer hunting.
All right.
And so we're better to have your deer processed than Carlson Meats. We have a vibrant guest today. We have Joel from Carlson Meats of Grove City. Carlson Meat Shop, actually, is the name. And welcome, Joel.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Welcome.
appreciate you
Yeah.
coming. And congratulations on being best of Meeker County.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just seen that yesterday.
Yeah.
Ah, good
Pretty
for you.
exciting.
That place has been around for quite a while as an entire shop.
Yeah, 1913, I believe, is when the
Oh.
Carlsons bought it, and it was owned. It was in business before that, but
Yeah.
that was the start of 3 generations of Carlsons.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Been going ever since.
Yep.
Yeah.
So give us a little background about you.
I bought it in 2020 in July, and took over from then. I always did concrete before that, and heard that it was going to sell or close down, and didn't want to see it disappear. So we bought it and took it over from there.
So did you have any experience in the meat industry?
Absolutely zero.
So how did you
Quick
just
learner.
rely on their help?
Yep, employees that were there already, and hired new ones right away. And they knew the building, knew the process, knew the place, just needed new life in the building, really.
Okay. So you brought life before COVID.
Yeah, doing, yeah.
You weren't having to deal with USDA when you were in the concrete business. were you?
No,
You do now.
inspectors, just different titles.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you from Grove City?
From Atwater originally.
Atwater,
Yep.
okay.
Now I live out by Forest City, so
Okay.
both sides of Grove City.
There you go.
Did you patronize Carlson Meat before?
Yeah, yep. I
Okay.
raised cattle at home, and it was my favorite butcher shop.
Oh.
And from back being a kid in Atwater to having my own beef processed as an adult, and that was just my favorite shop and my favorite sticks and jerky.
Okay.
So I didn't want to see something 100 years old just go away.
Right.
Or somebody screw it up.
That's
so
great.
we decided
Yeah.
we'd try it out.
Did you get the famous Carlson Meats recipes along
Yeah.
with it? That's
Yep.
awesome because
Yep.
they do some really good beef sticks and venison sticks and things like that.
We've only discontinued one of the original recipes that have been there forever.
Okay.
And, we've added a dozen new ones, but
Sure.
we've kept all of the traditions the same as they always were.
Oh, that's cool.
And you also are you more of a hometown butcher shop and not really large scale, or do you do large scale as well?
Well, I suppose mostly small town, but I mean, us being USDA, we have options that with internet sales and all of that becoming so popular. Farmers markets, those are starting to make people be inspected now.
Yep.
Food trucks, they're making those be inspected. Things like that have really changed it, where you can't just go cut something up in your backyard and go sell it.
Right.
You need the credibility. So we process on a weekly basis for people 2 hours away from Grove City.
Okay.
So
Could people, if they want to order a half a beef, do they order that through you? Do they make a deal with the farmer and then have
Both.
process it? So either way?
Yep, the vast majority is farmers that already are selling their own beef, and we're cutting it to order.
Okay.
But we sell quarters and halves and half and whole pigs.
Okay.
We do some through the store. We try not to compete with our customers.
Yep.
People that come to us, but we don't go push it on to people that are already buying from our customers.
Do you do poultry as well?
No, we do like smoked chicken and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but we don't we don't slaughter it.
Okay, so but you will smoke. And I noticed that you do have you'll have smoked pulled pork for sale,
Yeah,
and things like that.
Yep. And then like a lot of people bring us fish or bring us geese, stuff like that to smoke. Turkeys mostly, I guess, would be more popular, but we do a lot of that stuff.
So how about wild game? I mentioned venison and deer hunting coming up. So do you process that?
We do not take full body deer.
Okay.
We take any boneless trim and then make it into a variety from brats to ring bolognas, sticks, summer sausage, all our fundamental good selling
Sure.
popular things in beef we also create in venison.
So that brings up a question that I've got in my mind. Do you process deer individually, or do you bulk process it?
Depending on the size of the batch.
Okay.
It needs to be 25 pounds in order for the seasonings, for the mixer,
Sure.
to anything to just do proper batches.
Yep.
So if customers bring in 25 pounds or more, they get their own. If it's less than that, then it goes to community, and then we make 100-pound batches
Okay.
of 10 pounds for each person or whatever it would be.
Sure. So it would make
So there's
sense.
no minimums.
Yeah, it would make sense for families to bring in 2, 3, 4 deer worth of meat.
The trimmings.
The trimmings, of
Right.
course, yeah. And then have it done that way. Cool.
Correct, yep.
Well, good, yeah.
So switching gears, how has Vibrant made a difference in your business?
The consistency of actually working every day, all day, has been the biggest thing. It seemed like we were always having outages before, or whatever the terminology would be. And when it shuts down, everything shuts down. That's the way it is nowadays. The phones are based on it, the internet, all our cutting instructions, all of that stuff. It's all done through online.
Yep.
And it would shut down, and we were done. Or
Right.
And your POS systems have to be running all the time.
Right, yep.
Yep.
And it was just constant outages and problems and resets and dealing with that has been phenomenal ever since.
Perfect.
We switched
That's
to
good to
Vibrant.
hear. So walk us through the process of the original consult and how that kind of came to be.
As far as I remembered, it was basically a real simple 5-minute conversation on the phone that led to somebody coming right to the business very shortly. I mean, within a couple of days, whenever it worked, that the two of us could meet, and about a 15-minute go over the quick details, and it was done.
Perfect. Sign the contract and off you went.
Right. Yep. Here's what we got. Here's what we can do, and good enough. We're good to go.
Good. And how about the install process?
And the same thing. We had, when you're switching stuff over, it always takes a little longer. Just unplugging the old 20 years of rat nest and figuring out what goes where was more of the problem in our building. But same deal. I think there was 2 guys that came in that day, and less than an hour, and they were switched over and done, and were excellent at getting everything set up before they made the switch, so we could still be maintaining on the old system right up to the point of flipping the switch or whatever.
Perfect. So overall, you've had a phenomenal experience with Vibrant.
Yep.
Perfect. So how can people find you for your business?
Online at carlsonmeatshop.com or at the store in Grove City.
What's your phone number?
320-857-2261.
Perfect. So once again, I just want to say thank you for coming, and then congratulations once again for being the best of. That's a great honor. And then Vibrant was also best of as well through the
Right.
best internet provider. Whoop, whoop, whoop. How many years in a row is that now? We're not bragging. or
4.
anything. 4? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Meeker Energy and Vibrant also has the best customer service. So
Yeah.
that's perfect. And we are also the best employer.
Joel, I got a question for you. Do you have Vibrant at your home in Forest City?
I do not.
Okay.
Because it can be.
Yeah.
Yep.
can be.
Well,
We do that or
stay
not.
tuned. We'll get, you
There you
that, we'll get you that amazing customer service just a
Yeah,
little
sure.
bit.
Yeah. So and speaking of having Vibrant in your website and that kind of thing, do a lot of people find you online?
Yeah, I think so. The typical Google search, people looking for, especially out-of-towners.
Yep.
People that are around, they know where to come find us.
Yeah.
But it's the lake people, the motorcycle people in the summer, or
Yep.
the hunting groups, things like that. Then it's just always a Google search meat shop or whatever, and then they find us off of that.
I know it's fun when you're out traveling and stuff to find a local butcher shop because they have better cuts. And they do things like smoked pork chops that are really good, and it's
I
kind
love the different varieties of the brats and the
the brats
the
and the meat
hamburgers too.
sticks.
We always
Yeah,
get that.
that's what we take advantage of.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always fun because those things, a good steak is a good steak. You're going to find that at every meat shop.
Sure.
But it's the proprietary recipes. It's the brats. It's the sticks.
Yep.
It's the specialized things.
Exactly.
Because that's their family's recipe or their town's tradition. That's
Yeah.
the fun part of checking
And
out
there
all
are
the different
differences.
shops.
And they're all good, but there's a difference between like Wick's and Candy Ohio. Their summer sausage is going to be different than Carlson's,
Right.
and that's going to be different than French Lake.
Right.
And I think that, us locally are blessed to have some good butcher shops in the area.
We've
Yeah.
got the boys being trained in so that we keep tradition going.
A little bit.
All right.
They're more active in the farm than they are the butcher shop.
Okay.
Mainly just because the USDA regulations, they can't
yeah.
run knives while the inspector's
Oh, yeah.
there. So then it's they can't run any of the grinder machines or saws.
Gotcha.
So just because of limitations that way kind of holds us back for their age.
There you go.
What are the few questions that are most popular that you get asked?
You mean about production of
Just
the
about
meat?
production, what type
Oh, I
of
was
meat?
gonna say, usually this time of year it's do you take full body deer? About
Okay.
40 phone calls a day.
Right, yeah.
And the reason you don't is because you'd almost have to have an individual setup for that. You'd have to quote everything else.
Correct. Yep.
Just with the USDA.
You can't hang them in the same coolers as we hang our
Right.
federal beef, so it all have to be in reefer trailers, which is kind of common, but we can only park about 4 cars, let alone a reefer trailer, so
exactly.
so it doesn't really work for us, and then you'd have to shut down production
Right.
to bring the deer in because they're not inspected.
And I know in our area we have chronic wasting disease, so it's controlled.
Up there, yeah.
And we can't even move a carcass from that area. We have to debone everything, while we're in deer camp. So there is that as well.
Yeah.
Things like that. So,
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting.
All right.
Interesting. So we just have a couple of things coming up for Vibrant. We're going to be at the Trunk or Treats. We have 3 of them actually. The first one is going to be tomorrow at Spicer at the Prairie Meadows School from 5 to 7. And then on Saturday, we're going to be at Paynesville from noon to 2, and that's just in the downtown area. And then Sunday, we're going to be in Litchfield from 3 to 5, and that's just right across the street from the high school.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions about Vibrant, give us a call. We're at 693-3231. Or if you want to learn more about us, we're at vibrantbroadband.com. And then catch us on the replay for Facebook or YouTube channel. Just search Vibrant Broadband. And then listen live every Wednesday at 10:30 on KLFD.
All right. Well, Joel, thank you so much for coming up.
Yeah,
coming
thank
in
you.
and visiting with us. We appreciate that you have Vibrant, and check out Carlson Meat Shop in Grove City. Check out their meat sticks. Bring your venison there as well. Thank you, audience, for listening. Thank you for having us.
You got it.
My name is Shane.
And I'm Jane.
Tune in next week for another Vibrant You Live.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.